Byron, how's your back? Because you got a bit of a whack against Oxford, and the manager didn't think you could play 90 minutes on Saturday. But how's it feeling now?
It's definitely loose. I've been to see a specialist. It's the same back injury I sort of had before I joined the club, and just maybe through the run of games, me playing more games than I have at any stage, at this season. So, at this stage of the season, should I say? Yeah, it's caught up with me a little bit. I felt it in the first half against Oxford, and I just made the manager aware at half time, and decisions were made since then, for us to manage it. But yeah, I'm back in contention again for tomorrow night's game, and we take it from there, game by game.
Yeah, so it's one of those things that's just been there, but you've been looking after it. But if it could flare up every now and again.
To be fair, it's been with me, not so much in my back. It's been more on my hamstring for the majority of the season, but it's been manageable. So I've just been playing with it. But I felt obviously it was the nerve was travelling up towards into the back area, and I don't really want to be out a couple of weeks at this stage of the season. So I was brought out of the side, and the team went on to win anyway. So that which is great. So yeah, I'm available.
Yeah.
So
is it a disc thing then? Is it a disc nerve?
No, it's
pinching or.
It's a nerve. It's a nerve problem. It's not my disc though. Right. I think that's be a bit more serious. But I see a specialist. I'm seeing a specialist again today. And yeah, like I said, we're going to take it game by game, because the last thing I need is that going again.
Yeah. Yeah. How obviously you would have wanted to start the game, but how pleased were you with the impact you made when you came on Saturday?
I was really pleased. Yeah. The game was a bit flat. We felt anyway. And then that's all you hope to do when you come off the bench, try to make any sort of impact. And lucky enough this time it was a positive impact I made. And but yeah, a good goal from Matty. We've got to get goals from everywhere, and we got to grind out the wins at home, which it was an important win, very important.
Yeah, and you were involved in the goal, weren't you? The long throw was aimed towards you, and it did feel kindly for him, but good finish, wasn't it, from Matt?
Yeah, good finish from Matt. The ball had dropped there, I think, a couple of times when I came on, and Matty's read that, and good left foot as anyone in this league, and yeah, it was a good finish.
Yeah, and it wasn't a brilliant first half, as I'm sure you agree, sitting on the bench to watch it. But if you have 10 more 1-0s, you'd settle for that, wouldn't you? Battling 1-0.
Of course, wins at this stage of the season though. That's the only aim, obviously, and especially, like I've said before, we need to finish the season at home very well in order to have any chance to do anything or not get dragged into anything. So yeah, the aim is to get another 3 points at home tomorrow. We see this week as winnable games. You take them for granted. Because of the league we play in. No 3 points are going to be given to us, but we have to fancy that we're in there with a 50-50 chance, and with the right application, we can get points from these games and put ourselves in a comfortable position.
You got half an eye on Saturday yet? Is that have you been looking forward to going back there?
I won't lie, 100% to say I haven't thought about it at all, but I'm definitely focused just on tomorrow's match, and then Wimbledon will take care of itself. Games like that always do.
Yeah, I've spoken a bit to you about this season as well, but do you think it's fair to say you sometimes enjoy your football more than you show on the pitch?
I think that would be a fair and accurate description. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I do enjoy it a lot more than I show. Sometimes I'm just in the game, and sometimes maybe I look a bit serious or something. It's just, like I said, I wouldn't read too much into a body language that has been with me since I was a kid, and I've enjoyed football since I was a kid. So that's just how it is. I think people, as soon as people realize, it's not. I'm not walking around like sulking about. I'm playing and doing the job that I want to do. So it's not the body language. Nothing to read into. It's just my style of play. Yeah,
you have to be yourself, don't you? You can't pretend to be something you're not on the pitch, really, can you?
No, I wouldn't want to. I don't see it hurts or affects anyone too badly that I'm sort of this way. But my teammates never really have a problem with it. You know, it's just sometimes from maybe like a fan's point of view, or it doesn't look like you're maybe working the hardest, or you care as much. And I think that was probably the downfall maybe at a club like Wimbledon, where you know the fans are keen to make that sort of a connection with you, and they're looking at me thinking, you know, maybe I don't want to be there, or and it's not the case. It's always the same, the body language. Even when I'm scoring and I'm playing well, if you look, it's exactly the same. You know, I can't change it. You know.
So you don't really you don't get too high or too low. Whatever's going on, you try and just stay the same.
Yeah, I think that's the most important thing. Like in life or in football, I don't try and get carried away with success, and you know, I try not to let the lows get me too down, because you know, no confidence in football. You know, you're half the player.
Yeah, the manager has been saying for quite a while now that you're aiming for 8th. You know, and it seems to be working quite well for you because you've been on a decent run. But 7th and 8th are virtually the same. You know, is he being a bit trying to be clever? Do you think do you think everyone deep down, although they don't want to shout about it, still aiming for the playoffs?
In terms of what the manager says, that's more of a question for him. I'm sure he knows what he means by that. You know, we as players just we know the job's the same. We have to approach each game and try and win each game to finish as high. I think he's basically saying, you know, we're trying to win every game to get as high as we can get, and you never know in this league, you know, after you've applied yourself like that, what can happen. Yeah. I think that's the message that the squad's getting. Whether he's playing a few, you know, mind tricks, you have to ask him.
Yeah, right, brilliant. Cheers, Byron.